Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب زدني علما ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح رب زدني علما آمين. So we are here to discuss the exam that was there. We have already done two parts of this session where we have discussed the questions so far. And today we have to start from the section 1 of the third page. We have already done section 1, part number 1 to 24 has already been done in the previous session, and we will be starting with the part number 25. Okay, and what we have to do in this section is first determine if each of the following is past or present tense, and then write the English meaning of the inside doer. And we start from 25. Wallaqtum. Wallaqtum is basically, if we can see, it is the past tense, and tum, which is antum, and it is you all. Then kharaqtaha, so the ha over here is the attached pronoun, we will not consider that, and kharaqta is you, and it is you male. Okay, anta kharaqta. Then arsaltuka, 27, arsaltuka, again we have the attached pronoun ka, so we will not consider that, and it is arsaltu, that is nasartu arsaltu. So ana nasartu, ana arsaltu, and it is past tense, and it is the inside doer is I. That is first person singular. After that, it is khalaqaka. It is similar to nasara. Khalaqaki. Khalaqaki, the ki is the attached pronoun over here, and khalaqa is similar to nasara, which means it is the past tense. And khalaqa, like we have the huwa nasara, so the inside doer is huwa, that is he. Darwasani. Darwasani is basically the ni is the attached pronoun over here, and darwasa is similar to nasara, which is huwa nasara, huwa darwasa, and the inside pronoun for this one is he, which is the third person masculine, singular. Then nasartu kunna. Right, nasartu kunna. Kunna over here again, it is the attached pronoun, and nasartu, if you remember, we have already done that, ana nasartu, so the inside doer is I. Then tansurina, tansurina ha. Ha is the attached pronoun over here, we will not consider it, and because it starts with ta, so it is there is a big chance that it is the present tense, and this one is very specific because it is only it comes for the second person feminine. If you remember, tansurina is anti tansurina, right? So this is also tansurina if we remove the attached pronoun, which is ha over here. So this is present tense, and it is you for feminine gender, that is you, she. Then yata'awanuna. Yata'awanuna again, because the end we have the una, and it starts with a ya, so most probably it is a present tense. And if we look at our tables, then it is, yansuruna yata'awanuna. It is similar to that. So we will take it as the present tense, meaning the inside doer is all of them, or we can say masculine third person plural. With this, we finish this section. We go on to the next, and that is section 2. In each of the following, there is an ism, that is in the nasab status. Find the nasab ism and write its English meaning. So this is the section that we will be dealing with now. And over here, if we see just a quick review that when attached pronoun, when a pronoun is attached to a fi'l, then it is in the nasab status. That is, the pronoun is in the nasab status, because then it becomes the detail, and detail is in nasab status. So here we have yaqtati laniha. So the attached pronoun is ha, and it comes for her. That is singular, feminine, third person. Then yuharibuna kum. Here it is kum. Kum is all of you. We have already done the the pronoun chart, the pronoun table, if you say it. So we have already done that. And if you are having any kind of confusion or any problem, you can go back to the chart that we have already done. That is basically the chart of the pronouns that we have already done, and it is page number 18. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. And these are the independent pronouns, and the attached versions are huwa, who or he, huma, huma or hima, hum. The attached version is hum or him. Hiya, the attached version is ha, huma, huma, hima. Hunna, the attached version is hunna or hinna. Then anta, ka, antuma, kuma, antum, kum. Anti, ki, antuma, kuma, antunna, kunna. Ana, ye or ni, and nahnu, na. This is the table, the pronoun chart that we have on page number 18. And this is the section which is dealing with that. So kum is all of you. Who is the attached pronoun, which means him. Ni is me. Who again is him, and na is us. Hunna, then all of them ladies, third person, and plural, feminine. And kum is all of you. Okay, and with that we come with to our next section, that is section 3. Determine whether the highlighted words in the passage are ism, past tense fail, present tense fail, or harf. Inshallah, as we go ahead, inshallah, I will explain each and every word if there is any problem. So the first is ja'a, that is 1a. Ja'a is basically past tense. Then al-munafiquna. Al-munafiquna, because we see the alif lam, and it is this combination. Otherwise also, just because there is alif lam, we can say that this is an ism. Then qalu, if we can see that this is waw and alif, right? And waw alif gives an indication that this is past tense plural, if you remember that. Nasaru, right? So this is again past tense fail. Nashhadu. Nashhadu is basically 1a, 1b, 1c, and 1d. So nashhadu, if you remember, nansuru, right? Nashhadu, it sounds similar. So this is the present tense. Then ya'lamu. So if you remember the present tense chart, then this one is basically the present tense, right? Yansuru. Inna. Inna, if you remember, inna ka anna bi anna, layta lakinna la'alla. So these are the haruf of nasab, and this is a harf. Inna is a harf. Then who is an ism, because the attached pronoun, the pronouns are basically isms, right? Then al-munafiquna, again, because of alif lam, this is also an ism, right? So sorry, I forgot to mention it from here. So this is 2a is a harf, inna. Then 2b would be an ism, because of this is an attached pronoun. Then 2c is again an ism because of alif lam. And then we have the 2d, which is lakadibun. Kadibuna is again, if you remember, the muslimuna, and this one is again an ism. We come to the third sentence, the third ayah, sorry, and it is 3a. 3a is Swadu. Again, we have this giveaway, that is the waw and alif in the end indicates that this is a past tense plural, right? So this one is a past tense. Then kanu, again we have this waw and alif, which itself says that this is again a past tense. So we just have two in this ayah, that is 3a and 3b. We come to the fourth ayah, and the first is 4a is dhalika. Dhalika, if you remember, it's ismul ishara. So again, this is obviously an ism. 4a is an ism. Then 4b is kafaru. We have the giveaway over here, and that is the waw alif in the end, which indicates that this is a past tense. 4b. And after this, we have the fifth ayah, and that is yafqahuna, right? And if we see, it rhymes, I mean, it is similar to the present tense, that is yansuruna, yafqahuna, right? So this is a present tense, and then it is tu'jibuka. So tu'jibu is, again, it starts with the ta, and this is also a present tense. From here, we go to the last page, and last page, section 4. Match the detail from the left column to a suitable replacement from the right column. Only place the letter of the answer. Okay, so aqamu huma, right? So aqamu huma. From this huma, we understand that this is basically two things that are being considered, right? So we start over here. This is singular, this is singular, this is plural. This is only two. Okay, we'll go to the others also. The Muslims, this is not two, this is plural, this is singular, singular, this is plural, this is singular, and this is also plural. So only one thing which has a dual, that is two, indicating two, and this is D. So we put D in the first one. Then طَلَّقْتُمُوهُنَّ. Hunna is basically, if you remember, hunna is the ladies, and basically third person feminine plural, third person feminine plural. Over here, if we see, this cannot be the Muslims, it's not feminine, Yusuf is not feminine, Fatima is feminine, but then this is singular. Then the only thing left for us is this one, that is the option H, right? Because this is talking in the third person, correct women. This is also here, but then this is talking in the second person. So this is the only thing which is third person, plural, feminine. So H, we go for number 2. Then there was a ni. Ni is me, right? So it is definitely A. So 3 has A. Then qatalahum. Hum is something which is the third person, and it is plural, right? And masculine, it can include everyone. So this over here, if you see, you cannot come, all of you, again, it cannot come because this is the second person. Corrupt women, this one is already done. So the only thing left is in the third person, masculine, it can include everyone, that is men and women, and the third person plural is only the Muslims. So E goes for number 4, khalaqaka. Khalaqaka is, and in some it is also khalaqaki. So if we look over here, then it is obviously the second person singular. So over here, we can put, if anybody has put B, that is you, O Abdullah, or you, O Zainab, both are fine. If you have khalaqaka, you will put B. If you have khalaqaki, you will put I, that is O, you, O Zainab, right? And then akalahu. Akalahu is basically, the masculine, singular, that's it, masculine and singular. And if you look here, it is only one, which is masculine singular, and that is Yusuf. Then waraqtaha. Waraqtaha. Waraqta is basically anta, right? Or anti. No, It is Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru. Then Nasarat, Nasarata, and Nasarna. And then we have Nasarta. So this one would be this one. So ha is basically third person singular again, and over here third person singular is only Fatima. We will put Fatima over here. Sorry for the confusion, because even I got carried away in between somewhere. Nasar to kunna. Over here it is kunna, that is in the second person feminine plural. And over here it's only all you women, which is J. So it will have the J. And then aslahatkum. Aslahatkum. Kum is basically second person plural, and it can have both men and women. So we have only one option, and that is option number C. So 9 will have C, and the 10th, that is arsal tuka. Ka is basically second person singular, and over here it's only B, which is second person singular masculine, right? You, O Abdullah. And with that, we come to section number 5. Section number 5, determine whether the following statements are true or false. We'll just have a look at it. The fail and ism have two things in common. Okay, they both always have properties of number and gender. Now, just keep in mind that they're talking only about number and gender. We have learned about the ism that they have 4 properties: status, number, gender, and type. So yes, number and gender are definitely there. Now let's look about, let's talk about the fail. Fail, if we just pick up one, that is Nasara. Nasara is telling us about the gender, definitely, and it is telling us about the number as well. So the statement is true. A pronoun attached to an ism must be nasab, and attached to a fail must be jar. This is totally wrong. This is a false statement, because if you remember, pronoun attached to an ism is always jar, and attached to a fail is nasab, right? Nothing may appear between a fail and its detail. No, this is also a false statement, because between a fail and its detail, yes, they can have a long distance relationship, if you remember from the past sessions. The pronoun doer of the fail is embedded in the fail and does not have to be mentioned separately. Okay, so the pronoun doer of the fail is embedded in the fail. Yes, of course, because Nasara, if you take the example, Nasara himself, itself, the word, what do I say? This word Nasara itself tells that it is he who helped, he helped, right? So even if we do not mention Hua or anything after that, whoever the doer is, just the word Nasara, that is just the fail itself tells us who did it, right? So the doer is definitely embedded in the fail, right? So this is a true statement. The fail by itself is an incomplete statement and needs the doer and the detail to form a complete sentence. No, this is not true, because just the word, I have taken just one example, Nasara. So I'll take that, to make it easy for everyone. So if we just take Nasara, means he helped, and it is a complete statement, isn't it? So Nasara is a complete statement by itself. So the fail by itself is an incomplete statement and needs the doer and the detail to form a complete statement. False. This statement is false. Okay, and now we come. Okay, I didn't do it according to the numbers given over here. Anyway, so we come, and I'm pointing it over here. So I hope all of you can see the past tense table shows changes at the end of the fail. Yes, right? Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru. So the beginning all remains the same. It is the end that is changing in the past tense table. Then the 7th one is the normal order of for a jumla fi'liya is the first fail, then the details, and then the doer. This one we haven't done so far. So, even if you have not attempted this question or you have got it wrong, it's okay. We will discuss it afterwards, inshallah, whenever the time comes. If an ism in nasab is mentioned in the same sentence as a fail, it acts as the doer of the fail. No, not at all, because this is the first lesson that we did, that the doer is always in the rafa status, right? The ending to on a past tense fail means you. So if we do nasara, nasara, nasaru, nasarat, nasarata, nasarna, nasarta, nasartuma, nasartum, right? Nasarti, nasartuma, nasartunna, then ana nasartu. So tu is I, it is not you. So this is a false statement. The ending to on a past tense fail means you. No, this is false. The doer of the act must be after the fail and rafa. So if the doer has to be, yes, it must be after the fail, because if it is before the fail, then it is not considered. And it has to be rafa, yes, because doers are rafa. So this is a true statement. Now we come to the last section, that is the last page, the last section of this exam. And the section 6, determine whether the highlighted words in the passage are ism, fa'il, or harf. We start with ayah number 1. Qulna. Qulna is a fa'il, right? Nasarna. Then Adamu, we already know that this is a name, so this is an ism. Okay, sorry, 1a is fa'il, then 1b is ism, anta. Anta is a pronoun, and pronouns are all isms. So yes, it is an ism. 1c is ism, and then we have 1d, ragadan. Ragadan, we have a takeaway over here, and I mean, we have this, they are giving a giveaway, and it's a takeaway for us. And what is that? The tanween over here tells us, you know, it gives us a clue that this is an ism, right? We come to ayah number 2, and that is 2a is shi'tuma. Shi'tuma, if you remember, nasartuma, right? So this is a fa'il. Then hadihi. Hadihi is ism ishara, and ism isharas are isms. That is, it is an ism. So 2a is a fa'il, 2b is an ism, then ash-shajarata. Alif lam indicates that this is an ism. So 2c is ism, and min, if you remember, bata kaf lam waw, min fi an ala hatta ila. So this is a harf of jar. So min is actually harf, and this is 2d is harf. Then we come to the third ayah, and that is ash-shaytanu. Ash-shaytanu, the alif lam gives us the clue that this is an ism. 3a is ism. 3b, right? 3b, kana. Kana, if you know, because this is a bit tricky, but kana is actually, it rhymes with basically the nasara, you know, the fatha and alif that is over here is, this indicates that this is a fa'il. Okay, fine. And because this is dual, and because just to clarify, because the noon alif fatha that is over here, some people might think that this is you know, the nasaruna, but it cannot be, because if we remove the noon alif fatha, then just ka is not a fail. I mean, this is something that we haven't done so far, right? So this is basically a fail. So 3b is a fail. Then we come to the fourth ayah, and this one, the 4a, right? Mustaqarrun. So the tanween itself indicates that this is an ism, and ila, we know that it is a harf of jar. So 4b is a harf. We come to the last ayah, and that is fatalaqa adamu. Okay, yeah, the highlighted word is fatalaqa, and this is a fa'il. And Ustad has given extra points to the people who got this correct, because the indication over here is that Adamu, the doer, is right after that, and it is in the rafa status. So this is a fa'il. And kalimatin, the tanween tells us that this is an ism. So 5a is a fa'il, and 5b is an ism. And with that, we complete our session of discussing the examination. And inshallah, we will start with our regular sessions from the following week. Jazakallahu khair. And we'll say the dua. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursaleen. والحمد لله رب العالمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. جزاك الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.